Yeah, those things just tell you what's going on, right? So just, oh, they went back to their home. Like, okay, whatever. Which you would know when
And
you
then
saw right
Dad
away.
came on parent visiting day, so I made sure to raise my hand to answer all the teacher's questions.
Yeah, you would know they went back home because they said, yeah, we should be going. And the next scene, he ends up back at his house. So it's like, what is all? I felt a little weirded out by Yosuke's accusation, but I shrugged it off as I went home. Yeah, okay, we get it.
Nicole, you told that story 3 times already.
Oh, that's the guy on the right is the uncle of you, and the girl on the left is the cousin, the one that he wants to protect as a sister. She calls him brother because she never had a brother, so.
No, I didn't! Oh, and guess what? I saw a really long car yesterday.
Oh, you mean the limo that was driving around town? Yeah, I heard about that. A big stretch limo in a sleepy little town like ours. I'll tell.
Oops.
So, what are you up to this time? The day you were due back, a detective from the Metropolitan Police Department suddenly rang me up to ask about the details of that case.
Oh yeah, he's a detective.
Not only that, but I saw that Shirogane kid at the station several times these past couple of days. Was this all just a coincidence?
Shirogane, that's Naoto, the boy, the girl that looks like a boy.
That's...
Can't answer, huh? Well, that's fine. Look, I trust you, but this is different. Don't stick your head into the lion's den. You do understand that I'm a detective and pretty much your guardian while you're here, right?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. You stick your head in the lion's mouth, and you get caught in the lion's den. He just kind of said that poorly. The lion's den is the story of Daniel in the lion's den, you know, the Bible story where the dude threw him in there expecting to get torn apart. And then God kept him from being eaten by the lions. When they opened the door expecting him to be ate, he's just sitting there chilling. The lions hugging up on him and sleeping. And then they were like, oh shit, God is real. But yeah. You get caught with your head in the lion's mouth, not your head in the lion's den. That doesn't make no sense. He's a detective.
So long as you understand that. Then do whatever you want.
Jeez, man.
Hey, you're picking on Big Bro again, Dad.
Oh, no, not at all. We were just talking.
Really, Big Bro?
yeah, there's nothing to worry about.
I'll always be on your side, okay?
How come every time you talks, there's a little graphic that appears behind him, but every time somebody else talks, nothing happens?
The strong win, while the weak disappear. Tonight, we will witness the hottest battles in all history. The goddess of victory is waiting to descend upon the ring. P1 fans, are you ready? Are you ready?
Time to let loose! An all-out war!
The contestants in the previous P1 Grand Prix have returned for another tournament, right on the heels of the last one. These warriors will create another legend here at the world-shattering P1 Ring! These are battles of honor, battles of will. Sparks will fly. Some fight for pride, some fight for glory. Will this be decided by pure muscle, or will a battle of wits determine the outcome? heating up! Tonight, who will win the title of champion? Who will be crowned with the winner's wreath? Whose tale of glory will resound for generations? All that remains are the dreams of the Warriors. As the Grand Prix plunges into its final chapter, the P1 climax is...
Barely getting started!
Did you see that? What the hell?
Hello? Hey!
Huh? What's going on here?
That's my boy. Yordi.
What in the world? The town! A red fog?
That's what's her face.
What the?
Oops.
Yoo-hoo! All you P1 crazies out there, sorry about the long wait. The P1 Climax! It's the end of the world! One-on-one deathmatch that's worthy of the name Climax! And best of all, if you don't win the one-on-one tournament to the finish within the hour, the world will end! No punches pulled this time!
Okay, why?
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can. Alrighty then, time to show off how that special stage is going.
Again? How many times those guys gonna get strapped to crosses, man? Sorry, this is the cast of Persona 3. They were strapped on to crosses before. They found out their mentor double-crossed them.
Is that Mitsuru-san?
What will be the fate of our captured queen and her loyal minions? Then again, if we don't have a champion, everyone's a goner anyway. So she'll be in good company. Best of luck to all of you.
What is that? Nanako! Dojima-san!
I'm guessing nobody's around.
The Junes food court.
Alright, let me go ahead and say this. In Persona 3 and Persona 4, they had different situations as far as the bad time. The people in Persona would go into the TV during midnight, but in Persona 3, they had a dark hour in which all time just froze for about an hour, and only a certain amount of people would stay awake during this time. So they all froze, they all got swallowed up by, or they all were represented as coffins, and a few people were still awake, and they all had persona powers when they were still awake. Some people got ate before they were able to manifest their personas, and when that happened, they started having apathy syndrome, which made them kind of freeze up in the real world once the dark hour ended and just stare off into space and not care about shit. And it was starting to take over the city. by the time my boy Yusef Ghibli showed up. So there you go. I cleared all of these, so that handles that. Now all we got to go to is, who the fuck is that? That's Rize and Naoto. I'm actually a little interested in Naoto's story more, so let's go there. So yeah, having it in the reality that they are already in just kind of pulls them into Persona 3 territory. I'm assuming they're at the police precinct.
I see. In other words, nothing suspicious is apparent in the current Kirijo group.
I have a very weird way of drawing beards.
Correct. There are no factors that would necessitate detouring Mitsuru Kirijo or the shadow operatives which she leads.
Mitsuru Kirijo seemed to have some idea who stole her cargo, yes?
She did indeed. To begin with, the culprit knew the contents of the cargo which even Miss Kirijo herself did not fully understand.
The cargo is Labras.
It follows that the culprit in this case was someone with intimate knowledge of the Kirijo group's dark secrets. How Mitsuru Kirijo deals with this culprit will surely shed more light upon her true motives.
Report to us again when you find out more.
Whether I find out more or not, it's certain that something will happen. The Kirijo Ergonomics Research Laboratory.
Oh shit, sorry. I suppose she's going there.
A flood of shadows and the manifestation of personas. There are many similarities to what we experienced. The chief difference is that their catastrophe was artificially induced in the name of research. I hesitate to look into such matters without their consent, but I doubt they would volunteer much. Shuji Akutsuki took the position of chairman at Gekkokan High after Ergo Research was disbanded. Mitsuru-san went there.
Alright, my guess is that she's the guy who put all that information on the table for her to look through, so she's looking through all the information now. In Persona 3, it was found out that a big experiment happened. The grandfather of Mitsuru Kirijo wanted to create some sort of godliness situation, and he was messing around with shadows that he had caught, and ended up busting the shadows out through experiments. The one shadow that was the envoy to death, the one who's gonna call death down to destroy the planet Earth, he got split up, I think by Aegis, into 12 tarot cards, and the C's Corporation, the group of kids, they defeated all the monsters, thinking that they were going to stop the Earth from being destroyed, but really all they did was reunite all the monsters into Ryoji? I think his name was Ryoji, who was the envoy.
Deceased in 2009. Cause of death: falling from the school's observatory. Was it suicide? No listed family.
The man she's talking about is he's the bad guy of the story. He was leading the group of kids to getting all the monsters, but once the monsters all got destroyed and it started the end of the world moving, then he revealed himself to being a douchebag. That's when he put everybody up on the crosses, just like you saw before, but they were all kids, and ordered Aegis to kill everybody, but she didn't do it because she loves her friends, And then the father of Mitsuru came up like, "What the fuck are you doing up here?" And he's like, "I'm taking over the world." And then both of them pulled out guns, and the father got shot and died, and the scientist got shot, and he was like, "Fuck it," and he jumped off the building, and it was like, comic book deaths don't count. Come on now, we all know when somebody falls off a building, you know, habeas corpus. If there's no body, there's no proof. Also, he fell off the building during the dark hours, so I don't have any idea how anybody else would have known that he jumped off that building. Let alone it being in some report. He went out like a G too. He just did he thought he was gonna rule the world through all his planning, and when he found out it was a dumbass idea, he pulled the Jesus pose and just dived backwards off the thing, you know? There's a lot of Jesus imagery in that scene. Goodness gracious. Oh, if you guys want to know about Persona 3, I did a complete recap. It was really in depth too. It took me a long time. 4 episodes of the whole damn story, minus all the stupid stuff that Yusef Ghibli, my main character, does with the with all the people. I like it. I watch it every now and then. I think it's fucking cool. But anyway, it took me so long to finish that. That's why I hesitate on doing any more RPGs or JRPGs.
It may be best if I check inside of the TV world once more. It's a bit late to call them. Which reminds me, I think I heard thunder earlier. Could it have rained?
How does that remind you?
A call at this hour? From an unknown number. Hello.
I got through. Miss Detective? Wait, no. Naoto-kun, right?
Labris has like a New Jersey or Boston accent. I can't tell. It's really it's rough, but it's hard to localize. Because she has the soul and the kind of the brains and the soul of a girl that was dying, that had that accent, that wanted to be free. So that's why she wanted to be free in the last story. It was actually kind of touching.
Voice. Is that you, Labris? What's the matter?
Listen up, because we got a big problem. Mitsuru-san and the others were on their way to Inaba, but they've gone missing.
Got that Betty Boop voice.
Missing?
So we were gonna go look for them, but these weird guys came barging into the Shadow Operatives lab. I'm the only one who got out.
Labris, calm down. Can you describe anything unique about the people who invaded your headquarters?
Yeah, you're a fucking robot. You should be able to describe everything to a T.
Unique? They came in a big group. They wore suits. They showed this paper-looking thing, and they said something about an investigation.
Now all of a sudden she turned into a blonde ditzy chick. I was like, oh my god, where's my coffee already? Jeez, man.
I understand. What's your present situation?
I can't go back to the lab, right? Even if I could, I wouldn't know what to do without Mitsuru-san around. But then I found out the Shadow Operatives got these special folks who only get called up in emergencies. I just met up with them a minute ago, and we're about to go look for Mitsuru-san and them.
Understood. I'll cooperate as well. I'm sure the others won't say no either. We'll all try searching for Mitsuru-san.
Really? Thanks!
Labris, there's something else I'd like to ask. Why was Mitsuru-san headed for Inaba?
If I remember right, right, they found a weird shadow reading over there, so they were gonna go look into it.
A weird shadow reading.
She said the reading spiked all of a sudden. Did something happen over there?
Kinda ticks me off that I gotta flick through all this wording and stuff.
Nothing springs to mind. Oh, sorry, hold on a moment. I'm sorry, but let's continue this on the move. We should meet up at the very least. Actually, is that a helicopter I hear in the background?
Yeah, I'm surprised you can tell. We have a maid piloting one right now.
Are you serious? Everybody on the planet could tell you were in a fucking helicopter. Surprised you could tell with your regular human ears.
Let me think of a place where a helicopter could land around here.
Oh, dark hour hit. Never mind.
A blackout. Labras? Red fog?
All right.
Say hello. You gotta say goodbye to thousand lies, yeah. Shout, friends, just those words you really mean. And let your voice be heard all over the world. Stand up when you hear a knock on the door. It's me, come on out. Get ready for your true story.
Why are you so damn close to the mirror? I've been in dance studios before. There's a lot of space. Make sure you get as close to the mirror as you possibly can. I guess we're not in a dance studio anymore.
Oh crap! I didn't take my bike today. I wonder if I can make the last train. Night, everyone. I'm off for today.
Oh, she made it.
Made it.
Just in time for the dark hour. Wow.
It's gotten a lot later than we expected. Are you still okay on time?
That picture of a back seat looks just like a picture of a back seat because that artwork is uncannily. I mean, literally, it just looks like they took a picture of a back seat and was like, all right, now let's make it look like we painted it.
He didn't have to give me a lift, you know. I'd have been fine.
That's not the issue. Come on, I'm your manager. Still, I had no idea that the boss was putting together such a detailed plan for your comeback.
Well, I'm grateful and all, but I just don't think I'm ready yet.
That's not true. We've all seen how hard you've been working. You're much stronger than you were. I think the boss is making the right decision.
What is she, singing or is she a kickboxer or some shit? Much stronger than you were.
Are you just flattering me, Inoue-san?
Never intentionally. You sang that new song we gave you today after just a short lesson. You even memorized the dance steps in record time.
I wasn't any good, though. I got distracted by the steps and kept going off key. And I wasn't hitting the turns cleanly.
She was going off key. I noticed that during the middle of that little song thing. I was like, oh, oh!
I've still got a long way to go.
Rise-chan, did something happen?
Huh?
I know that there's a part of your life you won't let me into, and that's okay. An idol doesn't need to tell her manager everything. But there's a difference between keeping things private and isolating yourself. You asked if you could get some days off during the long holiday, right? And you didn't seem too keen on today's session either. Did you have some other engagement in mind?
No, you're just cutting me too much slack. Thanks, though. It's nothing to do with work. There was something that made me realize how powerless I am.
Rise-chan?
I'm okay. Were you worried I'd quit again? I'm still set on getting back into showbiz, once I shake off the rust from my hiatus.
I can tell that much from watching you practice. Still, maybe you need a breather.
Huh?
The publisher consulted me about maybe rescheduling the photo shoot. When I told them doing it later would be problematic since you're still a student, they decided to reschedule for another time. So, take a nice break tomorrow.
No-san.
But things will be busy after the long holiday. The success of your comeback project is on the line here.
I really appreciate it. Can you let me off at Okina Station today? If I have tomorrow off, I want to stop by the studio and practice a little more.
Huh? But wouldn't it be late by the time you're done? Why don't I take you straight home?
There's not enough room at home. Please? I'll go straight home after I practice a little.
Well, alright. But don't push yourself too hard, okay?
I won't. Actually, though, you shouldn't coddle me so much either. Okay, Inoue-san?
Got him! How's that for a slap in the face? Thanks for the help, but get the fuck out of here!
A long holiday, huh? That reminds me, Naoto-kun had to work during the holidays too. Oh, it's from Yukiko-senpai. Junes at 6 a.m.? That's early. I bet some of those guys are gonna be late for sure.
That is early.
At this rate, I can barely face Senpai and the others.
The next stop is Yaso Inaba. Yaso Inaba.
Oh no! A blackout? What is that? Inaba's that way. No way. What's going on?
Shit, sorry.
It's broken? Of all the times. Guys, you senpai. This feeling, it can't be. It's like I'm inside the TV.
Damn, she worked out and did all that dancing and shit, and then she jogged home? She is a trooper.